It was, yeah, it's been overall a very, very long journey for us. But yeah, we had no idea when we signed up we would be matched a month later.
How did you
And
find
a few weeks after that, have a baby.
what made you?
So,
Yeah.
both my husband and I have actually always wanted to adopt. Anyway, we always kind of wanted to have biological children and adopt. My husband's mother's adopted, so that's always been important to him. And it's always just been kind of something that's, been in my heart to do as well. When we started trying to get pregnant with a biological child, we started running into some infertility issues. So we started researching adoption. And this all was kind of like 5 years ago. We started the adoption process and then found out that we were pregnant. And so we kind of took a break through the pregnancy in the first year of our son's life, but knew that kind of adoption was how we wanted to grow our family. And so we kind of picked it back up and had been working with a local agency that just did in-state adoptions. And after going through the whole process and being on the waiting list, and after 6 months, they had zero expectant parent inquiries. And they had 20 to 30 waiting families, and it felt like it was going to be forever if we just sat there and waited. Had a call with Becca and sat through this kind of webinar the first time in February, and decided we were going to be proactive about moving things along and looking to expand the areas that we were looking outside of just kind of local. And yeah, and then it happened real fast.
Last. I love it. You and Nikki, you both started with a local agency, and I think it's really important to say and to reiterate that a lot of people think that that's what they have to do. Did you know at that time that you could go
I
state or use other, or did they?
Yeah, I had no idea about adoption consultants at the time. And I think, I started very much on my own, just researching everything, vetting agencies on my own. There was a lot of things I didn't know. Looking back in hindsight, I feel like we probably made, some not great decisions in, certain areas. And there was a lot of things about different agencies that I just didn't know. So, did we pick the best one for us? I don't know. So that was the one thing with, working with a consultant, which again, I had no idea about 5 years ago.
Yeah.
To just have those experts that kind of could answer questions and had stuff pre-vetted. And I, didn't feel quite so on my own, trying to figure it out, hoping I was making the best decision and all of that. So
What was it about the model that spoke to you? And you last, just in February, you sat through the 1.5, 2 hour masterclass that I did, where I really dug deep and then talked all about the roadmap. So what spoke to you at that moment?
I think the ability to kind of work at your own pace, and having everything as a resource. Again, since I had started with an agency and we had already completed our home study, we were, really just at the waiting point. We were kind of at the end, so it was nice to be able to, have everything from the beginning just as resources to go back and remind ourselves, or, stay positive about things. But to really to work at your own pace, and some parts went faster, some parts were slower. And I would say, having that kind of connection to you guys and to somebody that sort of motivates you as well, because as motivated as I was on my own, life still happens. And sometimes, it was, I'll get to that tomorrow, but it was nice that there was still somebody like, hey, have you signed up for agencies yet? Hey, how's it going with, module 2? What questions do you have? So it was nice to have sort of those kind of push points, if you felt like you were in a little bit of a lull, or, gonna do it tomorrow, to kind of get you motivated to really do it today, and keep you moving throughout it.